I'm not going to lie, I'm hungry. And that's why this episode is going to be so fulfilling. I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
And together, we are the only black kids in the class. How you doing, Mrs. Sawyer?
I'm great.
You hungry?
No.
What?
I'm not hungry.
What?
No. I mean, like, I want something like sweet. Like, I'm like in for a dessert, but I had a pretty big lunch, so I'm good.
You're not hungry, you just want to eat.
I'm not like hungry, but like I have a taste, a craving for something sweet.
Do you ever fight those cravings?
Yes, oftentimes.
I am working to reduce processed sugar in my life.
Ooh,
Not eliminate,
that's a big one.
but reduce processed sugar in my life.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
So I can't always answer my cravings. So I was wondering how often you kick your cravings to the curb.
I mean, I do it often. I know you wouldn't believe that, but
Of course I believe that.
I want ice cream every day.
I also believe that.
But I don't have it every day. So I'm conscious of that.
So any day you don't have ice cream, you have stood up to the cravings.
Yeah.
The demons.
Yeah.
They keep calling me.
Like
Ben and Jerry's
sometimes
keeps calling
I
me.
want an ice cream. Sometimes I want an ice cream cone. Sometimes I want ice cream with coffee. Sometimes I just want like I think about it.
You sound like Bubba Gump.
I'm sure.
I want ice cream in a cone. I want ice cream in a cup. I want 2 scoops. I
Yes.
want 3 scoops.
Yeah.
I want Neapolitan. I like it.
Yes. Don't forget about a little friend gelato.
I like with
And
toppings.
sorbet. I like it all. The whole family of dessert. I do enjoy that. So any day I'm not having it, that's me fighting those cravings.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect your struggle.
It is a struggle.
What is today's episode all about?
Well, you know, I tasked myself with trying to help produce the shows
Whoa.
by, you know, finding some content. So I've been looking
Content?
some content.
Okay.
So, you know, one of my favorite things to do is go to dinner. It's not just the food, which that's like the main thing, but I just like, there's just something about breaking bread with people and sharing time. And, you know, I remember tasting something when we were talking about something, or I remember a really good bite and sharing that with someone that I care about. Like, so it's like, it's the whole, like, to me, it's the whole
true sensory experience.
correct, right? And then it's like the food, whether it's good or bad, because really bad food also creates really good memories. Ironically enough.
Really strong memories, let's say. Good, maybe not so much.
Good memories is that we talked about how trash it was, or like sent it back, or, you know, kind of thing. But so dinner itself is something that I enjoy. It's one of my probably I won't say the most, but really high up there pastimes. It's just like things I look forward to. When you say like being present in the moment of like things, of happenings, like dinner is one of those.
Okay.
And I'm always very fortunate when we're able to have dinner like nightly. Like we do a pretty good job of having dinner every night.
Yeah, we have dinner together most every night.
Yeah, so that helps ground me because it's an important time for me. Sometimes the food is really good, so it's not a lot of talking. Sometimes the food is so good, there's a lot of talking. But it's normally like my download of the day. It's just like us. We like use the opportunity to talk, catch up from that long day.
Strategize the next OBK moves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a lingering dinner. We finish eating and we're still talking at the table. Like I enjoy that kind of stuff. Like those are the memories in my life where it's like, okay, this is what life is about. Instead of just the rat race of activities and chores and duties. It's like a peacetime. So I found some stories, and it just so happens to be like around like just the concept of dinner and some of those memory stuff. So
not only did you source today's stories, you also came up with a theme.
I did, because you like themes. You like themes.
Respect.
You like themes. So we try to keep it in the context. I mean, some things don't, you know, I just made it.
I like themes.
You do.
It's not just me. I'm what the culture's feeling. Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, I did those. I went through the list and I was like, oh, you know what? These kind of like work together. The majority of them are about dinner.
Okay. You want to kick it off?
Oh, you ready to get off? We're done
Let's
with
go.
homeroom already? Okay. All right.
Unless you want to talk about some flavors.
Oh, I could talk about flavors all day.
I have learned to appreciate layers and levels of flavor because of you.
Ooh, you know what? You gave me a really good compliment last week. I made you some chicken wings, and they were not sauced. I would call them just plain old chicken wings, but my plain chicken wings are not everyone else's plain chicken wings.
Talk your shit.
They were plain in the fact that they were unsauced, and they didn't have it was like basic seasonings there. But I do like a depth profile. Like, I want you to smell it before you taste it. Then I want you to have a flavor. Then when you swallow, I want another flavor to kick you in the back. And then like 2 minutes later, you're still thinking about a flavor. And then you express that you had that experience. So I was like, oh, success. Check.
I was able to identify ingredients.
Ooh. Yeah, your palate is well developed. I do have to say that.
Thank you. Thank you for developing it. No more chicken tenders for me.
You still like a good tender.
I wish I knew where to get the best tenders.
Like anyone has a recommendation of like a great chicken tender.
No, I don't want great. The best.
The best.
The best.
He's looking for the best chicken tender.
The best chicken tender, preferably in Miami-Dade County, Tri-County area, I'll accept.
But we're not against going somewhere to try a chicken tender. We've gone places and we've tried. Like I've looked best chicken tender and we've gone there and they've been like mid at best.
No disrespect. No disrespect to anyone. But if you come with recommendations that tend to be chain establishments, utility, they serve utility, but I'm looking for the best.
Yeah.
The best chicken.
Yeah.
I've been looking for years now.
Yeah, so we're open for the best chicken tender.
Still, I don't really know the best chicken wing.
But you know what? Because you're kind of like hit or miss with a chicken wing. Yeah, you're kind of hit or miss with a chicken wing. And but what I say that is that he doesn't really like a breaded chicken wing. You don't like a lot of breading on there.
I like it just like I like Mrs. Sawyer.
What is that?
Naked.
Yeah, he doesn't like a breaded chicken wing. He doesn't like a sauce chicken wing.
I'm not against a breaded.
You're not against it, but those are not your preference. Unbreaded, unsauced. Like you like.
I'm not against breaded.
You're not against it, but you prefer.
And I've had a good lemon pepper wet before.
That's very rare.
I'm a rare kind of guy.
That's very rare. Yeah. Yeah.
Got those recommendations? Yeah. Please hit us up.
Chicken tenders or chicken wings?
The best.
The best.
asktheblackkids@gmail.com. Let us know.
Yes. All right. So let me get into this first story here that I have here. Well, these people didn't cook, so that's why this one's good. Am I the asshole for not giving my girlfriend, 25 female, my dinner after I already bought her dinner? My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 29 male, live in NYC, and there's a popular app where we buy leftover restaurant food. Oh. Restaurants advertise surprise bags at a reduced price in order to reduce food waste. The customer doesn't know what they're getting until they pick up the food, but the cost is at least 3 times lower than the normal price. For example, if entree usually costs $24, the restaurant allows to charge $8 at most for it. These are hit or miss. Sometimes you get exactly what you want at a great reduced price, but sometimes you get something that you otherwise wouldn't have picked from the menu. I ordered a surprise bag from a barbecue place that I was picking up on my way home yesterday. I texted my girlfriend asking if she wanted one, but she said no, she wasn't in the mood for barbecue. However, there was an Indian restaurant right next door that also had a surprise bag available on the app, so she ordered one of them. The barbecue was $12 and the Indian food was $10. When I got home, I unpacked the meals to see what we got. I was psyched about my bag. Since I paid $12, I knew the value was at least $36. But honestly, the platter looked a lot more expensive. This was a hit. Keep in mind that we live in West Village, which is the most expensive neighborhood in the most expensive city in the U.S. So $36 for one meal is pretty typical. There were burnt ends, ribs, pulled pork, baked beans, potato salad, bread, onions, and pickles.
Oh, my blood pressure.
My girlfriend, however, was less lucky. Her surprise bag only had 6 different types of soup, half of them being variations on cauliflower soup. She was disappointed, to say the least. She asked if I would share my barbecue, and I said no. I'm hungry. I offered to buy you some already, and you said no, so I'm going to devour it. She got mad and called me an asshole. I told her if she didn't want soup, she should have ordered something specifically instead of using the surprise bag app. I then told her to just order something off a food delivery app. She said she didn't want to spend the money. Another bit of context is I make a lot more money than her and pay all of our rent. I know she's running a bit on the lean financial picture right now. I then tell her that if she doesn't want to pay for delivery, I'll walk to the bodega on our street and buy her something there. Another bit of context is that we live on the 4th floor walk up with no elevator, and she broke her leg in a car accident a month ago, so it would be tough for her to get around. She says that the grill is probably off there and she wants a hot meal. I tell her she has soup. Anyway, she thinks I'm the asshole, but in my defense, number 1, I offered to buy her barbecue to begin with, which she declined. 2, she picked her own food and I grabbed it for her on my way home. 3, when she wasn't satisfied, I suggested 2 solutions, either ordering something from an app or going to a bodega. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
I'm going to go with a controversial take. He's a little bit of the asshole. He's a little bit asshole. And the only let me clear it up. The only reason I'm saying he's the asshole is because he had a platter on platter on platter.
But he was starving.
Okay, but it sounded like he had more than enough for one person. If it was exactly a regular one-person meal, then I would say I'm not going to call him an asshole too much. It's still a little inflexible, but I wouldn't call him the asshole. But because he made it sound as though he had plentiful portions, I mean, bro, you could dish her out a little bit. Maybe you have a little bit of soup or something. You know, like, make it work. When you love someone, you try to figure something out.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I don't think it's that serious to be like, you can't have anything. You can have nothing I offered. Now, if he had just a plate and it was something he wanted, it wasn't the platter of this, that, the third, and not just a platter, but I mean, it sounded like he had a big platter for more than one person. That's kind of how I saw it. Might not be true. That's how I'm envisioning it.
I didn't see it as a big old platter.
It sounds like he's trying to implement some kind of accountability, and as we all know, y'all don't like that. No, not that.
I'm sorry. Who's y'all? Who's y'all?
Y'all.
Who's y'all?
Women folk.
Oh no. Oh
You agree.
no.
You agree. You don't like accountability.
Oh no.
You agree.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
I just went there.
Well, I would say the men folk don't like accountability.
Most of them don't.
Okay.
Most of them don't.
So then
but we have a name for them.
So then it's just called people.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That's called people.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
I say it's people.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
What do you have? What do you have a name for them? What is that?
Well, we don't use certain words on the show, so bitch ass.
No.
Such and such. That's what I call.
No. I think we just have people.
No.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
No,
Okay.
ask the question. Ask the question.
If a white person told you, man, black people are good at dancing, would you be like, no, you can't say that. That's racist. Would you say that?
No.
Why not?
I think that's a fact.
Okay, there are others who are great at dancing.
There's a lot of black people who can't dance.
We're the two of us right here. Okay? There are white people that are incredible at dancing.
Yes.
There's some of everybody that's incredible at dancing.
Yes.
But like in general, it's not like is that a stereotype of a statement?
No, it's a
Because it's generally true.
generally, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. On this show, one of us fights for the rights of women way more than the other, and that person is me.
No.
Y'all don't like it.
Y'all don't like it.
You're not saying me.
Y'all don't
You're not
like
saying
it. Y'all.
You're not
don't.
saying me.
I said what I said.
I'm saying
I said what I said.
you and your kind don't like it.
You and your kind
You're
don't
not saying
like
me.
it.
You're not saying
I said it.
You couldn't think of a moment in your life I haven't been accountable. You couldn't do it.
I can't.
You can't. I mean, you could lie because you can't hold the accountability, but you
I
can't.
can't.
You can't come up with a reality.
I can't.
I would love to see you try.
Like moving things, not putting back where you got it from.
I'm accountable for that.
And then, I don't know who did that.
You lying now.
I don't know who did that.
I don't know who did that.
I don't know who did that.
Stop it. That doesn't happen.
That's you.
That is not what happened.
That's you.
That's not what happened.
That's you.
That's not what happened.
What'd you put this? I didn't move that. Oh. Okay.
That's not.
Uh-huh.
I am accountable for moving things and not putting them back. I never hide from that.
Mm-hmm.
You can be accountable for fucked up shit too. I'm just accountable for it. I don't deny and try to show you how it's actually your fault that I moved it and didn't put it back.
Honey, how did this get here?
Hold on. How are we defining accountability?
Yeah.
How are we defining accountability? If I don't know.
Oh my God.
If I actually don't know.
Of course you know. Only you would have done it.
Well, now you're calling me a liar.
No.
Well, you're saying I know and I'm saying I don't know. That's not a lack of accountability. That's lying. You're saying I'm a liar.
Lack of accountability.
I'm a lying lack of accountability man.
No, I wouldn't call you a liar.
Oh,
I would say like lack of accountability.
How are we? Let's define accountability. To me, accountability is I said no. I don't want any barbecue. I want Indian. All right, I got you Indian. Oh, I don't like it. Give me your barbecue. No, stand on that shit. Stand on that shit that you just said. That's how I'm saying accountability in this time. And remember, I said he's the asshole if he had enough to share.
Yeah.
If he didn't have enough to share, if it was really a one-person plate, then I'm gonna say, stand on that shit you said. He said, "You want barbecue, babe?" No, you and your shitty barbecue. I'm eating Indian tonight. Butter chicken tonight. Damn it! I want your damn barbecue sauce. Sticky fingers everywhere. Okay. And now you want the barbecue. No. Be accountable to what you said. Stand on it.
I didn't say that she wasn't being
I
accountable.
know. That's what I'm calling accountable. What are you calling accountable? I'm not saying I'm right. Understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm always right. But right or wrong, I'm accountable.
All right, babe. You don't represent all men, so I'm agree with that. But I think
I'm not saying all women are lack accountability.
you said
I'm not saying all women.
you
No.
Well, I back what you just said.
Oh, I will. I got it on tape. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying that's crazy. You think I would say every single woman's not accountable? No, I know.
What did you say?
I met lots of accountable women.
What did you say?
I said women like you.
No.
I said you.
You didn't say women. You said women like.
This
Women folk. You said women folk.
This is speaking truth to power. I said you and folk like you.
No, you said, and I said, what folk are those? You said
women folk.
Women folk.
Yeah.
So you're telling me there's no men like me?
I feel like that's a trick question.
That's a valid question.
Are there men like you?
Yeah, but you're saying like me. So you
Are
would say
there
people
men like you?
You would say people like me.
I don't think a man.
Because you're
like
talking
you.
about people lack of accountability. That could be male or female. So you're saying people like me.
Okay.
But you said women
Well,
folk.
let me be accountable to misspeaking. And I mean people such as you who lack accountability. But let me be accountable that what I said was wrong.
Good cleanup.
I don't got to clean shit up. I'm accountable.
Good cleanup.
Keep it moving. Come on.
Clean
you
up.
said move it. You're gonna move along.
I'm moving along.
Do you think he's an asshole?
No.
You don't think he could have shared?
I think he could have done a better job of that. I think he could have given her meat or something.
Pause.
Like one thing from there. But I've had like a barbecue platter like that. And the great thing about a barbecue platter is having that sampling of the meats with the different sides. It's like you make different combos to eat them. And that's really what he wanted. And I thought he was already being like part of that relationship. He called to ask her, hey, look, I'm coming to do this. He thought about her. He's being considerate and all this stuff. And he was even considerate to go get her something else. Right? Like, I'll go to the bodega for you, order something from another app. But he wanted that barbecue.
Nah, you know what?
So
You just brought something to light. He's an asshole.
Well,
At least I'm not saying that his whole life he's an asshole, but in this scenario, you know why?
why?
He told her get something from an app,
Yeah.
but she's on the leaner side of finance. Bro, well, if you're gonna go to the bodega and buy for her, then buy it on the app.
Okay.
To me, just give her some of your food.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and I think that would be the nice thing to do. But at the same time, in consideration of what he wanted to have a good night, he wanted that. He was thinking about that barbecue. He got that barbecue. It's his barbecue.
I'm operating under the assumption that you like each other.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let you just be in misery because you don't like your food because I like you.
Yeah, that would never happen with us.
I'd rather we each have half a plate than for me to eat. Yeah. And you're just...
No, you're right. I mean, if it
I'm
were not,
operating
I
under
get
the assumption that they like each other.
But so you wouldn't even put me in that situation though. Like, see, like I kind of feel like it's like if he's an asshole, she's an asshole too. That's how I see it. I see the equal assholes if you're gonna put it that way. Because
some people can't stand on the shit they said. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna give you a very weird story. I don't remember all the specifics, but I remember one time I was meeting up with a friend. And we parked in a parking lot, and I didn't pay the parking, and he kept he's going with me. He's like, oh well, you're not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay the parking. Then he was very worried he's gonna get a ticket, and so he doesn't want a ticket, but he doesn't want it to pay. But he doesn't want a ticket, but he doesn't want to pay. And so before we left the parking lot, I said, bro, I'm totally fine if I get the ticket. That's the cost of me not paying right now.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with that.
I know
you want it both ways.
I know you're fine with that.
You want it both ways. You don't want to pay and you don't want the ticket. Again, I'm accountable. So you can't choose, I want it, but I don't want the potential consequence.
Right.
She wanted the cheaper food. She didn't want the potential consequence of not getting the food she wanted. If you want the food you want, order the food you want.
Correct.
I'm still going with he's an asshole. Because if she didn't want to order something off the app because of money, bro, spot your lady. Like, it's not even spotting. I don't loan my wife money.
I don't think he was asking her to pay for the barbecue. He was just going to buy her one. She chose another place.
But when it came to the app, he explained, oh, she doesn't want to spend the money because of the finances and I'm paying most of the rent. That's inconsequential. Just order it for her.
Yeah, I just think that was another factor of it. Yeah, I hear you, but I still think she's the asshole though, because then she's making him feel bad about it too.
Is she? What is she doing?
Well, because he didn't want to give her any.
So how is she? What is she doing to make him feel bad?
If that were, let's just say it was our situation, because that could very well be I go get barbecue for you, and I'm like, oh, I want to try the Indian place, right? My Indian place sucks, all right, whatever. You would not have eaten all your barbecue without giving me some. Or vice versa. Let's say you ordered from a chicken place or something and it wasn't good, and I had the barbecue. I'll be like, "Oh, well, baby, you can have this whatever burnt ends." And
because we like each other.
Correct. So you would never make me feel bad about eating the barbecue though. If I was like, "Oh, I got this barbecue. Oh, I've been waiting for this barbecue. I got the whole thing," and you got something that sucked, you'd be like, "Nah, I'm good. You enjoy that. That's good for you." You would have never made me feel like that. Is what I'm saying.
But what did she do to make him feel bad?
Huh?
What did she do to make him feel bad?
Asked for his barbecue after she said she didn't want barbecue.
Closed mouths don't get fed, and she's hungry. Hey,
then
can I have some of your? Can I have some of your barbecue?
Then eat the soup.
Can I have some of your barbecue?
No, you don't.
Okay, but I'm not making you feel bad. I asked a question. What did she do to make him feel bad? What did she do? Oh, you don't love me. She didn't do anything like that. Where's the manipulation?
Well, she was still mad at him.
Should she be happy?
He offered 2 suggestions to go get it, fix it. That is true. He was gonna go pick it up.
See, I would have never been in that situation because I pay attention.
Yeah.
I would have got you the Indian, and I would have got some more barbecue.
Yeah, I would have bought 2
because I know what's gonna happen. I understand. The second I'm smacking on that barbecue, you're gonna be like, "What you got?" So they gave you what they give? Oh, burnt ends too. Oh, okay, they look good. See, I know the play.
Yeah,
he's operating in the wrong mode. He don't know the play.
I agree.
I don't think he's an asshole of a human.
Yeah,
I just think he could have, make it work.
I think he could have. I think he could have solutioned a little better. But at the same time, I know what it's like to go get something and it's exactly what you want, and you sit down and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to tear this up," and here you come. Oh, Let me get some. No. You ain't want this.
It's been lots of times I've been fixing my mouth to taste some burnt ends, and you don't hate the burnt ends. I gotta roll with it.
Yeah. And that's a really good app, by the way. I love that app. Well, we have a different app down here, but I hate food waste, so I'm all about that. So I thought that was cool that I actually read a story about something that I participate in. So you think he was an asshole? I don't think he was an asshole.
I'm not calling him like all like super asshole. I'm just saying he could have solutioned it better.
Well, here I go. I have another one here. It's about dinner. Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for coming to dinner basically topless?
I'd love that.
I've dreaded posting for a while because I'm afraid of being.
Then why post? No, don't do it. What are you doing?
Because I'm afraid of being the asshole.
But
I just gotta know. So here it goes.
Read again. I talked too much. I'm sorry.
Okay. I've dreaded posting for a while because I'm afraid I might be the asshole. But I just gotta know. So here goes. My parents-in-law and brother-in-law came to visit and stay for a month with my husband, 27 male, and I, 28 female, after I had my baby. For context, if it makes any difference, I'm German, husband and his family are Italian. The baby was 3 months old at the time, and I breastfeed her. Usually I just nurse on the couch in the living room because company was staying, I'd go to my bedroom. After I nursed her, she'd fall asleep and take a nap, and I'd have some free time. Since family was visiting, I tried to plan her naps around our meal time to spend time with the family uninterrupted. My mother-in-law has this thing that when food is on the table, you be there pronto. Sometimes I'd be late coming to a meal because babies can be unpredictable, and she wouldn't fall asleep right away or nurse longer than normal. To this, my mother-in-law would barge into my room and announce food was ready, all impatient. This startled the baby and made the process last much longer than it should have. The result is I had to eat much later than everyone else, alone, and the food was cold. It left me fuming. More work to do with the baby, and I'm secluded. This happened several times. I asked my husband to talk to her and explain I can't always come on time. He talked to her, but she still did it all this anyway. So I simply decided to stop being late to the dinners. The next time she barged into my room and announced food was ready, I came without hesitation. I came to the table exactly as I was. No shirt, half a bra, baby hanging on one tit. Nothing was seen as the baby's head covered up everything anyway, but still. Ensue uproar. Go something like, mother-in-law exclaims, what the hell I'm doing at the table like this? I'm indecent. There are men at the table. I should be ashamed. I yell back, what the hell does she keep calling me to the table for if I'm not ready yet? I have no reason to be in my room alone with my baby while everyone else is out having a great time together. Brother and father-in-law are trying not to get into the argument. Husband ushers me back into my room and scolds me, taking his mother's side. He means he gets I'm frustrated, but this action didn't help anything. But after that, mother-in-law didn't bother me anymore while I was busy with the baby. So what if I came to some meals a little after everyone and had started eating? The roof didn't cave in. Anyways, everyone lives happily ever after. The end. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
You say yes. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because the first time she barged into your room, you said, bitch, what the hell are you doing? Why are you barging into my room? What? Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand how people do shit in their house. I know everyone has their own way of doing things in their house. You're not coming to my house and berating me about shit.
Like nothing.
First off, I don't even really carry myself that way. So I can't really think of many scenarios where you should be berating me anyway. Because I'm not going to berate you. Just talk to me. Let's just talk.
Right.
But you're not coming to my house. Dinner's on the table. So you must come now. Bitch, you don't make no rules. You're here to help.
Yeah.
You need to shut your ass up and help.
You are a visitor. It is voluntary.
Like, it's like, oh my goodness. It's like the mother-in-law never had kids almost.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, what are you talking about?
You are a visitor.
So I'm only calling her an asshole for not putting her foot down and telling her mother-in-law shut the hell up before. She's not the asshole whatsoever. Like whatsoever. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think she's the asshole.
There's no scenario where she's the asshole. Yeah. That's insane.
I don't think she's an asshole. But
I don't understand the expectation.
No.
It's like no one there understands babies.
And I think, like, to me, she's not the asshole. To me, the husband's a little bit of the asshole.
Well, I can tell you why, because he's that bitch type. You
yeah,
know, it's like
that to me was like, how you gonna let your first of all, does she keep coming? And I have to tell you about it because he's there, right? So you're there to witness it, but I have to then tell you, hey, look, this is a problem. She keep coming in here.
She said that she's German and they're Italian.
Uh-huh.
Does this story take place in America?
I don't know.
If the only reason I'm gonna let something slide if there's a language barrier, I don't care about the cultural difference. It's still my house. There's no culture where you come to my house and you start berating me for shit. So shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Get out of my room.
Yeah. So, but I'm talking about husband. You see this going on. You say nothing. I bring it to your attention. You don't check your mom. And then I do this, whether he liked it or not. You're gonna come in and chastise me about that? Like, what kind of marriage is that?
I would like to point out, when mother-in-law barged into the room, she shenaned. Now, when she continued to do it, she shenaned again. Uh-huh. You never let them shenan once, because if they shenan once, they will shenan again.
Always.
And we're not with the shenanigans.
Very good, honey.
In our next story.
Next story I have here. Am I the asshole for pre-gaming my wife's dinners? My wife and I are both 32. Since we got married and moved in together 5 months ago, my wife has simply not made nearly enough food for me. This is not kind of a situation where I'm constantly agitated at her for incompetence or anything like that. I would be more than happy to microwave a burrito. I would be more than happy to whip up a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I can't. My wife has, every single night of our marriage, done the same thing. She'll make me a tiny dinner. I'm talking like a Chinese chicken salad with 30 grams of chicken and 10 leaves of lettuce arranged fashionably with dressing. When I finish eating, I'm still hungry because for a 230-pound man who works a physical labor job, it is not enough food. At first, I tried to openly communicate with her, but she always took it horribly. She would adopt a 1,000-yard stare and then began talking about how incompetent she is and how she can't even make her husband a proper dinner. I try to calm her down with, oh, honey, that's not the case. I just eat too much. Or don't worry about it. I can make a bit more. I tried to be overwhelmingly positive. It never helped. She would always just get incredibly disappointed in herself, cry, and or take it out on me. Then she would make the same exact amount the following day. After the communication route failed, I tried to eat her dinners as is. It became hard to sleep at night due to hunger, and I have lost 7 pounds in the first month. Eventually, I figured out my own system. On my way home from work, I started swinging by a fast food restaurant and getting myself a burger. No. I would basically pre-game her meals with some more calories. I figured it was a win-win, as what she doesn't know can't hurt her. No. And I could have my fill of food. I would eat on my way home, walk in the door, pick at the salad or quinoa or homemade mac and cheese she made, compliment her for her delicious cooking, and later dispose of the wrappers discreetly. 2 days ago, I was on my way home and in line at a drive-thru. My mother-in-law was coming out of the restaurant. She ran over and greeted me. I asked her in a humorous way not to tell her daughter where she saw me because she'd take it badly, and she agreed. But then she narked on me anyway.
Dirty game.
I got home to a furious wife who demanded details. When I provided the truth, she got extremely angry and looked legitimately hurt. I'm not good at handling confrontation, and I feel like I betrayed my wife in some way. Was I wrong here?
Oh, I have so many questions. I have a lot of questions. It's going to be hard for me to label an asshole in this one. I have a lot of questions. So, is there a cultural difference?
I'm going to
That's
say
significant.
no. I'm going to say no.
We're assuming no.
We're assuming no.
Okay. Is she passive aggressively calling him fat?
Ooh.
You don't need to eat that much, baby.
He's physically hungry at night.
I know you don't want to hear this. If, and I because he says he's okay making a peanut butter and jelly, he's okay warming up some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's not okay. I don't know if she's cooking for both of them. So I have a lot of questions. So I don't want to assume that he expects her to make him dinner and she doesn't make it the way he likes. Because
no, that's not what he said.
Yeah, it's not
he
what
said.
He said
The food is delicious. She does a good job. It's just tiny.
Okay.
Yeah. And then when he talked to her about it, it was like, oh, I can't do anything right. And he doesn't want to make her feel bad.
He's a pushover.
Yeah.
He's a pushover, and she knows
she
how
has
to play
low
the game.
self-esteem.
Does she?
Or you think she's manipulating it?
Hey, what you make is great. Make 2 of these, and I will do great. Oh, I can't do anything right. No. You did it right. Just make 2. What would you do the next day? You'd make 2.
I make 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wouldn't keep doing the same thing.
Nah.
It's not low self-esteem.
Nah.
Low self-esteem would be like, I can't do it right. And no, you would try.
Yeah.
She never tries.
Yeah. I think here, I think really, so what you just sparked to me, I didn't even think about. So maybe she does think that he's, maybe overweight or could afford something because she's making quinoa and all this stuff, right? 30 grams of chicken. I mean, so she's probably using a scale and stuff. But to me, what's missing is they didn't have a discussion about that.
Ain't nobody doing all this communicating.
They didn't have a discussion about
Why are you always telling people to talk?
Because that's what's missing. They didn't have a discussion about that. My man said he's hungry. He got to go eat a burger. He got to pregame the dinner. That's crazy to me.
If he's really worried about her low self-esteem,
that's crazy.
That would decimate her self-esteem.
That is crazy. That's why she was furious when he got home.
Low self-esteem, like I'm hearing a lack of accountability on her part.
I agree.
And I'm hearing an inability to communicate.
Correct.
And stand with it.
Yeah.
No, baby, it's fine. Well, no, it's not fine.
And he don't like confrontation. It's only been 5 months. You're going to have a rough life, man.
Whoa. A fit life, though.
If he don't die from hunger.
He'll be all right.
He said he lost 7 pounds the first month. He can't sleep at night. That's terrible.
Okay.
I can't sleep hungry either.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
That means you be sleeping good.
No, I sleep good. That's terrible.
So who's the asshole? You didn't say who you think the asshole is.
I don't think he's an asshole.
No, I said who's the asshole.
I don't think either one is an asshole. I think they just need to talk. I think they have some work. I think this is just a symptom of a bigger problem in their relationship.
For sure.
I don't think
all these stories.
I don't think he's an asshole. I don't think she's an asshole.
But if you had to label somebody, if you had to. Of course you don't have to, but if you had to.
I can't say.
If I had to,
she's kind of an asshole that she don't make more food.
I'm leaning to her being the asshole.
But you know what? It's not even about her making more food. It's that she won't allow him to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I mean, that's weird.
Like the fact that he gotta go sneaking out. Like, how you gonna have to go sneak out in your house and you married? Like, what is that? Like, I'd be like, babe, nah, this was good. I gotta go down the street and get me a burger because this wasn't enough. That's something I would totally do.
But low self-esteem. I would never let that happen twice.
That's a little controlling.
I would never let that happen twice.
She's a little manipulative.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
She's manipulating the whole situation there.
An
That's
exponentially better cook than I am. I am a good cook. I make good meals.
Yeah.
But there's not a comparison.
No.
Slow down.
No.
I'm saying it. Slow. You know that.
I'm disagreeing with you.
A little fast.
We wouldn't compare.
A little fast.
We wouldn't compare.
A little fast. A little fast. Okay, calm down. I'm saying it. A little too. You could never. Slow down. Okay. I was already saying it. Okay. I am a good cook. I make good meals.
Yes, I agree with that.
But you are. It's not a comparison. You're many levels beyond. But when I cook for you, I'm not self-conscious because these are things I've cooked my whole life. I'm confident, but especially if I'm trying something new, when I really want to get it right. And if you told me, okay, babe, this needed more, I don't know why I want to say Worcestershire sauce. I don't know why. I don't even know if I don't even know if I've ever used that to cook, but whatever. If you told me this needed more, whatever, even if it hurt my feelings, it wouldn't. But if it hurt my feelings, I would say, okay, make sure you put more.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So low self-esteem wouldn't keep doing the same thing.
You're right.
You'd be jumping, trying to come on.
If that were you, you'd be ready to make it again the next day or the next week with the more.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying everyone needs to just listen and I'm the best friend. No, I'm not saying that. No. I'm saying if you wanted to get it better, what do they always say? What do they say? If he wanted to, he would.
Oh.
Well, if she wanted to make more food, he said the food busting, just make more. Well, she only know how to measure one way.
And I'm not even. Maybe she does.
She's the asshole.
I wouldn't even say she's the asshole about that. It's the fact that he can't have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or microwave a burrito.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know you can microwave burritos. They got like frozen burritos or something.
I guess I've never had one. I think so.
So what have we learned so far in this episode? I don't know where to get chicken tenders from. I don't know where to get chicken wings from. I didn't even know you could microwave burritos.
That brings me to a good thing. You know, you say you like to do those lists. Here's the list. I wanted to know, what cheap food would you still eat no matter how rich you got, babe?
Well, you know, coaching's going well. My portfolio is looking better. I'm at a different level. Yet every once in a while, I still want some Popeyes.
Oh.
Though I know better.
Yeah.
Though I know I shouldn't. Nothing in my body is gonna excel because I eat Popeyes. One biscuit is pretty much...
It's like a quarter of your day, isn't it?
One biscuit is 250 pounds. 250 calories, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But that's
those hard ass biscuits.
Yo, like Popeyes biscuits
like 2
fell
gallons
off.
of tea.
What happened?
It's not just the 250 calories in the biscuit. It's all the honey you got to put on to swallow it. It's all the tea to finish it off after.
Popeyes
it's all the extra calories just to have the biscuit.
Used to be fire.
They did.
Fuego only.
Yeah.
What happened? Somebody left. Actually, you know what? I got to connect.
Yeah.
I got to connect. I'm going to ask my connect. What happened?
I don't, because then it was like a certain Popeyes we go to was different, right? So it was like, maybe it's like the actual process that they're just not following the process properly. But I've had Popeyes.
That's all Popeyes
it's
now.
Like all now. It's like, I don't know if they're not using, maybe they're not using butter anymore. Maybe they're using like lard or something.
I mean, it was hella greasy before, but that shit was.
But it's like,
busting,
but they were
though.
light.
But now
they're very dense, kind of like they don't. I
can tell you what happened.
What?
I'll tell you what happened.
The chicken sandwich. No, what?
You don't get just because you do one thing better on me, you got to do another thing worse.
That's what happens sometimes.
I'll tell you what happened.
They're not ready for it. What?
I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
It's a little conspiracy theory that I just made up.
What is the conspiracy?
Go with me in this.
Okay, I'm going.
Certain things change. Supply chains change.
Okay.
Popeyes is not a Coca-Cola place. They're a Pepsi place.
Oh!
Now, what changed with Pepsi?
Oh!
What changed? What changed?
Starry.
God damn. Starry strikes again.
Starry.
You see, follow me now. Follow me.
Starry.
Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Starry switched up.
Starry switched up.
Popeyes biscuits got trash.
Well, Starry didn't switch up. Pepsi switched up.
Pepsi got rid of Sierra Mist.
They got rid of Sierra Mist. And
not because of the lady, like you're going to say in the comments. She's lying. She's trolling.
Yeah.
Starry.
You know, you might be on to something.
Causation doesn't mean correlation.
Didn't they change owners too, though?
Who?
No, I think they were all the same because they were Burger King.
You're talking about RBI.
Yeah. No, they were always that.
All I'm saying is
That's true.
there's,
That's true.
There's more there.
There it is. Yep. Might be something with that. Now you got me thinking.
OBK conspiracies.
I be thinking.
Where does this Starry
I be
thing
thinking.
and how deep does this Starry thing go? Yeah, do you see?
That might be. Now you got me thinking.
I might be cooking right
You
now.
might be onto something.
I might be. I don't know.
So there was like a bunch of things on here of what people would say was to be their cheat meal.
Read it again.
You want the question again?
Yeah.
Okay. What cheap food would you still eat no matter how rich you got? And for me, you know what mine would be?
Do I know what yours would be?
I think you would know.
Cheap food?
Cheap food. I mean, I could do this cheap or not cheap, but I could do it cheap.
Like a guilty pleasure thing?
Yes. It's okay if you can't guess it, because there's probably a lot of things you could think of.
I'm thinking, there's something I'm thinking of, but that's like
it's something I would make.
grilled cheese?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, really?
That's I don't care how much it is. I love a good grilled. Now I can make an expensive grilled cheese because I like. Actually, we had that like a few weeks ago, like a grilled cheese. I had like a trio, right? We had like pepper jack one on like a brioche bread. We had one with truffle cheese. We had one with good old American cheese. I think it was. Yeah. I can make an expensive grilled cheese, but a good old just Kraft American single cheese, bread, butter. Oh, I'm a happy woman.
Okay. So what do the other people say?
Other people put in things like baked potato, ramen, noodles. Let's see.
Wait, is baked potato a poor food?
I guess that's what you eat for dinner.
Oh, that's
just
all
baked potato? Yeah.
Nah, because you could have like a hella load of no.
They talk about just baked potato with like butter. Baked potato.
That's a struggle meal?
Yeah. That's it. Just a baked potato and butter. You ain't never ate no baked potato and butter just for dinner.
No, I haven't, but I just
Costco hot dog. That thing is fine. I love a Costco hot dog. You get a Costco hot dog and a drink for $1.50. And the hot dog is like thick like that, and it's about this long. Whoa. You gonna get full.
Pause.
Oh, that one's a good one. A lot of them said ramen, because ramen you can get for like 50 cents. But isn't there like
a gourmet type ramen?
Oh yeah, but what they talking about, like the one in the pack that used to be like a quarter.
That's all sodium.
That's all salt. I'm not gonna lie. I've used those noodles and it totally elevated that ramen. Because the noodles is just noodles, right? You don't have to use the mix in the water. You can just use the noodles. Like I've used those noodles in like stir fries and stuff.
To clarify, they're not asking about struggle meals. They're saying no matter what your bank account looks like, you'll still eat it.
Cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody put hot dogs. And I was like, well, the hot dogs I eat aren't always cheap. But yeah, I can see that. Okay. You like a good hot dog.
Here and there.
Macaroni and cheese.
That might be one for me because like I grew up on it, but I don't really like. I understand what a hot dog is now.
Look, so what I
understand what a hot dog is.
Kraft dinner and hot dogs, Mac and Dog.
Oh yeah, fuck with some Mac and Dog.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. I haven't had that in forever.
Rice and beans.
Is this poor though?
That's cheap.
Come on, we can go to a nice restaurant. Depending on the cuisine, they're gonna serve you rice and beans.
But just rice and beans.
They saying they're only eating this.
This is the cheap meal.
Oh, all right.
I can say a cheese quesadilla. I've had that before. It wasn't just because it was cheap. That's all we had. Peanut butter and jelly. I know you have never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but peanut butter and jelly. I always have peanut butter and jelly. Tacos. Tacos can be cheap. Ooh, but tacos are good.
But you can have fire. Okay, I get it. I understand it.
Yeah. I really love canned baked beans. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Those vegetarian bush ones, those are delicious.
You gotta put that cinnamon on.
Woo, woo. Buttered noodles. That is good. Just noodles, put a little butter in it, and you put a little. You put Parmesan cheese on top, babe. I guarantee you'll be in there smacking. I gotta put a little hot sauce on mine. Delicious. Freeze pops. You remember freeze pops?
Oh, them in the little plastics?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate them shits, man.
I love those, but you need about like 12 of them. They go so quick. You like suck that thing up.
You ate 12? Oh, pause again. Whoa, what kind of show is this today?
I love freeze pops.
You know what I haven't had in a long time, but I like?
What?
Bomb Pop.
Oh.
Was that Rocket Pop or Bomb Pop?
The one, the red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna get you some of those for
No, I don't need
4th
some.
of July, but I was like, I'm
I
not
need
gonna buy a whole
like
box. We're not
one.
gonna eat it. Yeah.
One.
But you know, and they didn't even have a single at the gas station. I was like, oh, I'll just get one at the gas station. But they didn't. They only had a box. I was like, oh, we're never gonna eat a box of that. Totino's frozen pizza. That was one. Yep. So I thought it was a good discussion of cheat meals. Somebody put Spam.
I've never had that.
I actually have had Spam. Not my favorite, but not as terrible as I thought it would be. And like people have now taken the charge to like even elevate the Spam. And then the last thing I saw here that we could relate to would be Little Debbie.
Who can relate to that? You know that shit?
You never eat Little Debbie? Like oatmeal cream pie?
That's Little Debbie?
Yes.
Yeah, I ate that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's
when
one
I
of their
think Little
cheat
Debbie, I think like Twinkies or what's the other shit?
Twinkie is not Little Debbie. That's Hostess.
I don't know. Come on, bro.
That's
I honestly,
let's get it straight. That's not Little Debbie.
What's the chocolate one?
Cosmic Brownie. Oh, the Swiss rolls.
Yeah,
that's Little Debbie.
Never had that shit.
Or the Christmas tree cake.
I've had it, but I don't really
Ooh, you know you gotta put it in the freezer a little bit.
I didn't
Ooh, Little Debbie in the freezer. That hit different.
Little Debbie is the oatmeal cookie. The oatmeal?
Oh, that oatmeal cream pie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like that. I've had that. That one.
Ooh, those are so.
I didn't
good.
know that was Little Debbie.
You didn't know it was Little Debbie? Oh man, those little brownies with like little nuts on. Oh
hey,
my
listen,
gosh.
listen.
I can talk about Little Debbie.
You were born in fat. I just adopted it. All right, I did not. I just got here. Okay.
Oh, and the honey bun. So you telling me you don't eat a honey bun?
Never had a honey bun.
Oh my gosh, you haven't had a honey bun?
You.
Oh, that was sweet. That was a good one. That's a good one.
No, I never had a honey
those
bun.
little devil food cakes. Oh,
Devil.
I can tell you.
Why would I want something from the devil?
Ooh.
Get thee
You
behind.
wouldn't like devil
Like,
food
what?
because it's chocolate. With that white in the middle of the icing.
No, I never had that.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh wait. I think I had. I've tasted that.
Oh, those things are so good. I'm telling you, put it in the freezer a little bit. That's different.
So of that variety of snack, the only thing I've had throughout my life is
oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, I like that, but I wouldn't eat it now.
You wouldn't eat it now?
Come on, bro. I'm trying to change my life here.
Yeah. They now have a double. It's a double.
I've had the double.
The double oatmeal cream pie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you ain't all that. That's been in recent. That's in the last 5 years.
You bought it for me, so yeah.
That might have been 10 years. I don't know. But yeah. Whew, that was a good. Now you got me thinking about Little Debbie today, and I'm gonna go to the gas station and get a Little Debbie thing because I can't buy a box.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Reconsider.
Yeah. I never regret it after I have it, but I just need one. Okay, so I have another story here.
All right.
Let's see. Am I the asshole for not eating the dinner my husband made for me?
Not if it was trash.
This is about me, 31 female, and my husband, 30 male. In our household, we don't really cook because we both work at places with free or very cheap, warm, and good lunches. So on weekdays, we tend to have very light dinners. Think just some simple sandwiches or sometimes even nothing if we're still full from lunch. If we're not working on that day, we mostly get takeout or go out to eat. On the rare occasion we want homemade dinner, I'm the one who cooks because frankly, my husband's a horrible cook. Always has been. So my 31st birthday fell on a work day this year, and I wasn't planning on celebrating anything. Just wanted to get some nice dinner with my husband and watch a movie afterwards or something. I asked him if he wanted to go out to our favorite restaurants that day, and he said no, he would take care of dinner. I thought cool, thinking he'd get takeout or order in. Well, that day when I came home from work, I go into the living room and see my husband setting up the table. He says he made me dinner, and that surprised me because, again, he's not a good cook. But I sat down and waited for him to finish setting up the table. And well, it was bad.
Oh, no.
Very bad.
No bueno.
The pasta dish he made, the sauce was weirdly grainy and oily, smelled off too. He tried to make little pies stuffed with cheese, but all the pies were half burnt and most of the cheese had oozed out from them already. The chocolate pudding he made for dessert was still extremely liquidy. It was very clear that nothing turned out the way it should have, but I thanked him and told him I appreciated the effort, but that we both knew that his cooking skills are bad.
Damn.
So he should just have gotten takeout or ordered in. He got upset, but honestly, he knew the food was messed up. And I still wanted a nice dinner, so I asked if he wanted to order in, but he refused. So I still ordered food for him too, in case he wanted it later, but he only ate his portion of the dinner. Afterwards, he called me a jerk and said at the very least, I should have tried the food. It's been a few weeks since, and sometimes I think that I was too harsh and maybe I should have just tried the food even though I knew it would be bad. Am I the asshole?
No. He is. You made some trash shit. You know it's trash, and I'm supposed to still try the trash? Like, why?
Oh, Robert.
Why do we all need to suffer here? What she did was held him accountable to his trash food.
Here we go.
She was holding him accountable. And he didn't like that.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, kinfolk.
So, she's not the asshole.
No.
Okay.
You think she is?
I think she should at least tried it. It's not like she didn't really try it, though. I think she should have tried it. I would have tried it.
I mean,
you would have never done something like that because you would have just thrown it in the trash and told me it did turn out, and we would have ordered food if it came out that way. And I the same. If I had done something bad with food, I would just say,
I don't have to try something to know it's bad.
Yeah, but he was trying.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hold on. Was he trying?
He tried.
How? What did he do to try?
He cooked it.
That's not trying. If you know you're bad at something and you just keep doing it poorly, you're not trying.
Yeah.
You're just doing bad shit repeatedly. Trying would be, damn, I want to cook for my lady. Let me take a lesson.
That's true.
Let me watch these YouTube videos more. Let me find out on IG or TikTok how they my measurements is off or something. Yeah. Let me go holler at my mom's, or my pops was a chef. Let me go ask him.
That's fair.
Or my home, that would be trying.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's just doing bad shit multiple times. He
kind of want to feel good about himself that he put in extra effort for her birthday.
Okay, but then that's not about her.
I still didn't think she was an asshole. I just thought she could have.
That's not about her. That's about his ego.
That's true.
My ego would say, "Damn, I need to be better. So let me go. For your birthday one year, I took you to a private cooking class.
Yeah.
So literally, I was there getting guidance from a French chef as I made my French onion soup and my steak frites and my creme brulee.
Yes.
Could I have messed up? Probably, but fortunately, I understand cooking steaks and shit like that. I didn't understand a damn thing about creme brulee, but there was a professional overseeing.
That's true, babe.
That's trying. This dude just said, "Eat my bad shit."
So I agree with you. I agree that she wasn't an asshole. I just thought
what
she
did
could
he
have
do
done.
to try?
Well, he was. Yeah, you're right. So I have a little bit of a revenge here. A revenge related to food. Revenge.
Well, actually, I don't want to interrupt, but
I think my revenge is going to lead into what I like.
Because I have one coincidental thing.
Okay.
And it's very important that we discuss this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm all good for that. So, don't want to sell me a bagel? Bet. I went to a coffee shop with a friend about a year ago and wasn't too hungry, but wanted a quick bite. It was early and I don't eat too heavily in the morning. So when I approached the counter, I ordered my coffee and a bagel with cream cheese. The barista told me the bagel was on the kids' menu and therefore I couldn't order it.
Why would?
I asked for clarity and confirmed it was a regular sized bagel and asked her, so you'd rather I not order anything, the other options on the menu were full breakfast meals, skillets, etc., than give you business because of a silly rule? She gave me a very snide, yep. So I laughed and I said, okay, and sat down. I explained to my friend what just transpired and she said, nah, I got an idea. She proceeds to put it in a DoorDash order for me for the bagel to be picked up. We keep an eye on the counter, and sure enough, I see the bagel ready to be picked up. I approach the counter and ever so kindly ask for my DoorDash order by my name. The same barista tossed the bag bagel at me without saying a word and walked away. Very weird hill for them to die on, especially because bagels are such a common breakfast item, so it was odd to limit it to children, and I can understand wanting to sell the more expensive breakfast meals instead, but seriously, you're not going to sell me a bagel for what? I should have known the vibes were off the moment I walked in, and the entire coffee shop was that live, love, laugh, barn door aesthetic too. I thought that was funny.
Oh, it was dumb.
I wouldn't have. When I told you about this and you said that you would have ordered a bagel from somewhere else, DoorDash to there, that would have been hilarious. Oh. But they really wanted a bagel. And I get it. You're already there at a place. It's on the menu. Why?
But, like, kids eat bagels like that?
Yeah, they probably had like a kids menu because she said everything else was like a full breakfast.
Like, only kids can have bagels at the
because it was on the kids menu.
But why would they put why?
They do that. Just like at Chipotle, they had the kids build your own tacos.
Cool.
I order them all the time.
Like, people eat bagels.
Yes.
I've never had a bagel. But people eat bagels.
Yes, it was on the kids' menu.
Weird choices. I don't know, that sounds weird on the restaurant's part to me. That's the part that sounds dumb to me. I think they were standing on business.
They were.
They had a lot of time.
I think the barista was just being bitchy though. Yeah.
Like no other adult gets a bagel in this.
Exactly.
That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of stupid. That's kind of one of those things they don't know who it was. Because like easily when you order it on the DoorDash, you're ordering off the kids' menu. They don't care. Like that's stupid. It's a little toxic.
I don't know if I call that toxic.
Oh, you don't have a complexion.
I didn't say that either. But I was reading this week.
You reading?
Who taught you octagon? Who taught you octagon? We live in very, very divided times. Very polarized times. Only Black Kids is a show you come to laugh and judge a little bit. Maybe you get some relationship advice, all that. We're not really the current events, news, politics place. Mm-hmm. But things are getting crazy, and I feel we need to address this because this shit is serious. I read this article this week.
Oh, wow.
And let me just read the article.
Let's get into it.
It's serious. I'll read an excerpt. I'm not going to read the whole article, but I'll also let you guys know where you can read the entire article. Boneless chicken wings can have bones. Ohio Supreme Court rules.
Wait a minute. Did you say boneless chicken wings can have bones?
That's what the Ohio Supreme Court has ruled. But it comes down to a partisan issue. Republicans on the Ohio Supreme Court ruled that bones are a natural part of chicken, so a consumer should be on guard for them, even in boneless wings. Just because you order boneless wings at a restaurant does not mean you shouldn't expect to find bones, the Ohio Supreme Court said in a 4-3 ruling issued Thursday. In a divided decision, Republicans on the Ohio Supreme Court ruled that bones are a natural part of chicken, so a consumer should be on guard for them even in boneless wings.
What?
There is no breach of a duty when the consumer could have reasonably expected and guarded against the presence of the injurious substance in the food, said Republican Justice Joe Dieters, who wrote for the majority. But Democrats on the court called that reasoning absurd. They contended that a jury, not appeals court judges, should decide whether customers should expect to find bones in boneless wings. Quote, the result in this case is another nail in the coffin of the American jury system, wrote Justice Michael Donnelly, a Democrat. In my view, the majority opinion makes a factual determination to ensure that a jury does not have a chance to apply something the majority opinion lacks, common sense. Here's where the story actually is. In April 2016, Michael, I'm probably going to say his last name wrong, Berkheimer, ordered boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce at Wings on Brookwood in Hamilton. On the third piece, he felt, quote, something go down the wrong pipe. He unsuccessfully tried clearing his throat and later that night started to run a fever. The next day, a doctor removed the chicken bone, but Berkheimer ended up with an infection and endured 2 surgeries. In 2017, Berkheimer sued the restaurant owners as well as the chicken suppliers and processors. The Butler County Common Pleas Court trial judge decided that consumers should be on guard against the possibility of bones in boneless chicken.
Oh, no.
The 12th District Court of Appeals agreed. The Ohio Supreme Court heard the case in December 2023. Berkheimer argued that boneless means boneless.
It does.
The defendants argued that bones are natural to meat, so consumers should expect them.
Yeah.
Dieters wrote that boneless wings are a cooking method, not a promise of no bones. A diner reading boneless wings on a menu would no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in the items than believe that the items were made from chicken wings. Just as a person eating, quote, chicken fingers would know that he had not been served fingers. Dieters wrote. The food items labeled on the menu described a cooking style. It was not a guarantee. But Donnelly called that, quote, utter jabberwocky. Still, you have to give the majority its due. It realizes that boneless wings are not exactly wings and that chicken fingers are not actually fingers, he wrote. The ruling provides legal protection to food businesses, but Donnelly wrote that it could have more serious consequences. Could someone allergic to nuts or gluten sue if they were served something dangerous to them? People can die under some of those circumstances. And this court would point to the decision in this case and say that lactose and gluten and nuts are natural to foods, he wrote.
That's just true.
Dieters pushed back against the slippery slope. Unlike the presence of bones in this case, the presence of lactose or gluten in a food that was advertised as lactose-free or gluten-free is not something a consumer would customarily expect and be able to guard against, Dieters wrote. The authors of this are Laura Bischoff and Jesse Balmert, and they wrote it for USA Today Network Ohio Bureau. The name of the article, so you can do your due diligence. I want to make sure I say it right. Oh, I did say it in the beginning. Oh, it's a very long title. That's a very long title. Republicans on the Ohio Supreme Court ruled that bones are a natural part of chicken, so a consumer should be on guard for them, even in boneless wings.
That's messed up.
It's getting crazy.
That's getting crazy.
And in an election year.
Well, you know what?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Boneless wings don't have to be boneless.
Then there better be a little asterisk on that thing that says this boneless wing may have a bone.
Where are we going?
Yeah, where's the FDA though? You still need to tell the public.
Where are we going with this?
This is nonsense. But you know what? I don't trust boneless wings. I never even thought it was real
nuggets?
chicken. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know boneless wings. I'm not eating that.
So we need to ask the people.
The chicken wing has bones.
Classmates. I don't want to argue this.
No.
I want to know boneless wings or regular wings.
Regular
boneless
wings.
wings or bone-in wings.
Bone-in wings. Chicken wings have bones. I want the chicken.
So are boneless wings chicken wings?
They're supposed to be.
I don't know.
They're supposed to be.
I never got it.
I've actually seen a thing of the machine actually takes the bone out of a chicken wing.
That seems like a lot of work.
Because people don't want the bones. But I don't want that.
So a nugget comes from the chicken breast. Allegedly. Well, a nugget comes from the rats and pigeons. And...
It comes with it's chicken parts. It's got dark and white meat in there.
So
then
this is confusing.
You have some nuggets that say all white meat chicken breast nuggets.
Doesn't mean so it could come from wings too.
It can come from any of the leftover chicken parts.
But a boneless wing is a wing that they took the bones out of.
Supposedly, but I don't think all boneless wings are wings that bones were taken out of.
I don't think all nuggets are chicken.
This is true. There's
a lot of pigeons in New York City.
Pigeon might be.
A lot of rats in New York City.
I need a bone.
And I'm not just talking about Congress. So
I need a bone.
Calm down, girl. The show almost over. Show almost over. Don't worry. No.
I need bones in my chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of euphemisms in this show.
Yes.
Whoa.
Now chicken breast I can enjoy without a bone.
Okay.
But not in a wing.
Classmates, let us know where you're weighing in on this incredible, shocking, groundbreaking story. Also, FYI, chicken fingers aren't from fingers.
Yeah.
They said that twice in the article. So
yeah.
So, in case you were wondering.
Who thought that? That's why I was like, who thought that?
You remember that episode of Jessica Simpson? She thought buffalo wings. She thought buffalo
It's
wings.
like buffaloes. So. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. She'll probably say she was trolling, but she wasn't.
The real funny thing is about that, she probably wasn't alone.
There's probably a lot of people that think that. To be fair to Jess, I didn't know buffalo wings came from Buffalo, New York. Why would I know that?
That's fair.
I just thought it was.
That's fair.
I didn't know. Never put it together.
That's fair.
Then one day I was in a supervision session, and my supervisor at the time happened to be from Buffalo, and they said something. I was like, "Wait, what? What's going on?"
You know, I think about it. I only found that out from a bar. That I think it was like a New York kind of thing. Yeah.
Who knew?
I mean, I've known that either. Yeah.
Who knew?
That's fair.
Would you classify all this political stuff, these crazy decisions about wings, as healthy or toxic?
Toxic for sure.
In that case, it's time for Toxic Confessions. I'm gonna be fair. I gotta be upfront. I didn't know this episode was all about food. Even that article I read was not planned. I was gonna read that anyway.
Okay.
This Toxic Confession, not really about food or dinner or anything like that. It's more about meat.
Oh. Meat. Okay.
I cheated again, and my ex left me again. Usually when she leaves, I send a few text messages, "Hey, big head," and she's back in my bed getting pounded and begging for my forgiveness.
Oh, wow.
But not lately. My ex left me for a guy she met at the gym. I joined the gym. She posted their sweating together pics, so I knew who he was and the time they worked out. He uses filters. He's much thinner in person. I entered the locker room and... Pause. This guy's eggplant was unbelievably huge. It jiggled under his towel and reached his inner thigh.
Oh, wow.
He could be a corn star. I always thought my eggplant was the biggest and most beautiful one my ex ever saw because she used to tell me that. My eggplant looked like a raisin compared to his third leg. He caught me looking and smacked me. "What you looking at, freaky ninja?" I was shocked, embarrassed, and I left. I was shocked, embarrassed, and I left the locker room with my face on fire. I have eggplant envy. I miss my ex, and I have to cancel my gym membership in person, but I don't want to go back there. So I'm still paying $29.99 a month.
Oh, you know what kind of gym that is.
I feel so small right now. Help me.
That's what you get. That's
Hey,
what
yo,
you get.
pause, bro.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Good for you. That's what you get.
Hey, yo.
That is good for him.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. Good.
Hey, we
congratulate the ex.
We've had
She moved on. She moved on.
We've had a lot of
Moving on
stories
up.
about dudes checking out eggplant. Like, there's a whole salad in this shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how those men folk are.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can hold them accountable to that. Yes. Yes, I can.
You know, squeeze in one more.
I'm squeezing one more. Also, not food related, but no, maybe.
Okay.
I haven't read all these. I don't really know what they say.
Well, let's see.
I've been with Amari off and on since we were in high school. A full decade of his bullshit, lies, cheating, and my 2 abortions.
Wow.
And my 2 schmortions. When he's not in jail, he's accompanying me to other people's weddings. I'm a makeup artist. He takes pics for my socials. Finally, I asked Amari why he hasn't proposed. Amari, you're supposed to help me be a better man. You don't do your part.
Oh.
You don't buy me anything. You're driving the same car for 6 years and you flush my seeds. You're wasting my time. Of course, I asked him why he hangs under me all the time. Amari, I hang around you to attract other women who can upgrade me.
Oh.
That broke me. Amari took me to the Olive Garden and apologized. He asked for another chance, and I think he proposed when he said, I want you forever. He cried, so he meant it. But he didn't have a ring. Did he propose? I don't want to ask him if he proposed because he may take it back. I want to be his wife. Should I start making wedding plans, given that he wants me forever? I want to throw my damn phone right now.
Yeah, that's delusional.
I want to throw my phone.
What the hell is that?
You don't write me.
You see, that dinner would have been over. What kind of nonsense
Oh
is
shit!
that?
There was food in it.
There was dinner.
Okay, didn't even plan.
That's
that one.
crazy. What in the hell?
That's nuts.
You driving the same car for 6 years.
You supposed to upgrade me.
Yeah, I've been driving the same car for 6 years.
Who you?
Yeah.
I've been driving the same car for like 4 years.
I've been driving the same car for 6 years.
It's a 10-year-old car though, so yeah.
Yeah. What is that nonsense? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And what kind like, you know what the part is? Like the more and more you read these stories or you like find out about these stories, is where I'm in this bubble thinking this can't be like a large portion of society.
I talk to these people.
But it is.
I know these people.
But it is. But it is.
Moral of the story for me, most of the dudes in these stories were straight up punks. Most of the dudes in these stories did not stand on business.
Barbecue guy stayed on business.
I don't know. I don't think he did.
Okay.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I think there's an expectation. How am I going to let you starve? Like, yeah, you should. Again, I was very clear. If it depends on the portions. If he had enough to share, he's an asshole. But what I'm supposed to do? Just let you just starve?
No.
But you also, where are they going to start? They were at home. They don't got nothing at home. Like it's a lot of poor planning overall.
Yeah. I didn't the bodega grill is closed. I want something hot. That's what I'm saying. Like she was a little bit of a
Yeah, I'm not saying she's an innocent person. I'm just thinking, man, slide or something.
You know what you could add? Grilled cheese.
I mean, her leg was broke. Maybe she didn't want to.
Yeah, I would like to see that's never gonna happen. We're gonna always.
I feel it's poor planning on everybody's part in that story.
Oh, you just made me think of something. This has made me hungry now.
I'm not surprised.
You know a cheat meal also I could never be without? Grits.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I make you that shrimp and grits.
But I don't need the shrimp. I can just have like a good.
Have I ever made you grits without shrimp?
No.
I think I did one time.
You did?
I did one time. But usually I put the shrimp in it.
Yeah. I love
And
grits.
obviously we don't put sugar in the grits.
Oh no.
Come at me if you want.
No sugar
Come at me if you
in
want.
the grits.
That's not what we do.
No.
Okay? I don't know where y'all being weird.
No sugar in the grits.
You're being weird. Stop it.
Nope.
We don't do that.
Nope. Not here. Oh, I love some grits. Oh, I might make some grits. Nice little bowl of grits with butter.
Oh, don't worry. I got you. I got you. Don't worry.
Grits are always good. That's see. There's no way that story would never happen with us. There's something in here. We put together something.
Yeah, we make it work. They might have had nothing in the house.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what living in New York is like. But no.
Okay. Live in New York at your own risk.
Yeah, a $36 plate. Yeah. So moral story for me is I still cherish my dinners.
Okay.
I'm very sad that that's not always a good time for others.
Okay.
Yep.
Eating good.
I do like to eat good.
And choose who you eat with.
It's also equally
And I
as
know why I
important.
ended the sentence with a preposition, but sometimes you gotta just let it fly.
Yes. You know, I read about that. There's times where that's appropriate.
Whenever I do it. Don't tell my dad.
It's not when I do it, 'cause I'm not allowed to end the sentence with a preposition.
That's it. Bye.
Bye.
Send us your stories of crazy dinners at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. 5-star rating.